guess. I guess I'm ready.
Well, it's too late now.
It's anticlimactic.
Very much.
You need to give me like a 1, 2, 3 before we start, especially a festive episode like this.
A 1, 2, 3?
A 1, 2, 3.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
That I didn't.
Now we're started.
Okay, that's much better.
But we were started before.
I'm pretty sure that sounded a lot smoother and more natural to everyone listening.
People are going to hear the pre-start and then the actual start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sushi Jackknife.
Welcome to Sushi Jackknife, a very merry Sushi Jackknife.
It's the first annual holiday spooktacular.
Indeed it is.
Merry holiday.
Merry.
I'm being PC, so it's Merry Holiday.
Merry holiday.
Not Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, it is specific, isn't it?
Christmas?
Yes.
Is this a specific Christmas episode?
No, Christmas itself has specificity.
Yeah.
Whereas holiday,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying holiday.
it could be
I'm
Memorial
including
Day.
everyone.
Well, that was nice of you.
Yeah. If you're Jewish, you're still welcome here. No, we're not going to talk about Hanukkah.
No, because we don't know anything about Hanukkah.
There's something about Maccabees
Yeah.
and oil and 8.
Yeah.
And sometime, like, you guys can't agree on how to spell it.
A lot of even numbers in the Bible.
Yeah.
6, 12.
I just want to know why they can't agree. Hanukkah starts with an H. No, it starts with a C. Like, it's just back and forth.
Oh, no, that's two different things. It's Hanukkah and Chanukah.
No, that's the same thing.
No. Hanukkah and Chanukah.
No, it's the same. It's maybe two different groups call it something different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, the Hanukkhists and the Chanukists. Isn't that how that goes?
I don't believe that's
Okay.
correct.
All
I
right.
think you're wildly inaccurate there.
Well, check my sources.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Hanukkah.
And
and
all the
Kwanzaa.
Other, yeah, Kwanzaa.
Have you ever known anyone to celebrate Kwanzaa or know anything about Kwanzaa?
The only thing I know about Kwanzaa is I think there's a platter of fruit involved somehow, but I don't know anything other than that.
So it's
a fruit platter.
it's like a brunch.
Yeah, essentially.
Kwanzaa's a brunch.
Yeah, I think people who celebrate it would say there's more to it than that, but yeah, if you sort of pull out far enough, yeah.
So Hanukkah is about the number 8 and oil.
Yes.
And Kwanzaa's about brunch.
Right.
And Christmas is about intruders, fat intruders breaking into your house.
I think you've roughly
And
got it.
our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not really about that.
Well.
Not anymore.
Well. And Frosty the Snowman.
And the winter solstice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So, I was curious. You have had many Christmases.
Yes.
I mean, what? 50? 55 Christmases?
52 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a half. There was 1 year things went really awry, so I don't count it all the way.
Best Christmas present you ever got?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Best Christmas present I ever got?
Yeah. Gun to your head.
Drum set.
When was this?
16?
Who got it for you?
My mom
Okay.
and dad.
Have you thanked them for it?
Oh, yes.
Where's the drum set?
Profusely. It's not here.
Did you lose the drum set?
No, it's it's at work.
Yeah. Oh, it's that drum set.
Yeah, the one upstairs.
I've seen upstairs.
No, it's not the one. It's not the pretty one.
Oh, okay.
It's the.
I don't know that I've seen.
No offense to the drum set, but
So it was an ugly drum set.
oh, it's just a plain drum set.
So your parents got you an ugly, plain, no frills drum set that you loved
More or less.
when you were 16.
That's right.
That's nice.
It was a nice gift.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Mm-hmm. I wanted to bang on me drums all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the best Christmas present you ever got?
Well, when I think it was around the same age. It was in high school. I got an iPod.
Oh.
Now, my family always had a very strict $100 limit.
That's reasonable.
iPods are not $100. So apparently my dad won an iPod at work. and gave it to me as a gift, which I was thrilled about, but I ruined it because I found it ahead of time.
Oh.
Because I'm a snooper.
You're a little snoop.
Yeah. I'm actually really bummed out because I missed a chance to snoop around for gifts at my house. I went to go find my wife a gift and came back and they were all wrapped. And I knew where they were at, too.
Yeah.
I just hadn't looked.
That's hilarious.
So now I have to wait till Christmas.
To know what you're...
Yeah, it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah. I figured out at some point that my mom hid all the gifts in the car, in the trunk of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's where my wife hid my gifts.
These gifts?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm getting anything this year from the immediate household.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we're doing it. I think
No
we're just-
Christmas?
Well, we're
You
doing...
hate Christmas now?
No, I actually love Christmas. 'Tis the season
Of...
giving.
I feel like that statement's not specific enough.
'Tis the season?
Yeah.
It sounds like a marketing statement. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything.
'Tis the season.
Season.
For Cheez-Its.
Yeah. 'Tis the season.
Coca-Cola.
Lemonade.
I agree with that.
Filing your fingernails.
Yeah.
Alone in the dark.
So no gifts.
I mean, gifts, but I don't know that I'm getting anything from my closest relative here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's happening. And I don't think I'm getting her anything either.
Well,
Just one of those.
judging by the date,
Yeah.
I think at this point you would know whether you were
too
getting
late.
her something.
Yeah. No, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we got each other gifts. Mine, when is this going to come out?
Probably in the next day or two.
Okay, so I can't say it out loud.
No.
Because that will be before Christmas.
It'll be revealed. Right.
And she actually listens, sort of. I'm trying to think of a way around this. I bought something large,
Okay.
but it's too big to wrap.
Okay.
So now it's just stuck in the back of my Explorer,
Oh, okay.
which makes it awkward because I have to, every single time she goes in the garage, say, also don't look in my car. Every single time. And I'm trying to figure out when to give it to her because we're going to my parents' house.
Right.
And I'm not going to take 2 cars up there.
No, that would be crazy.
So, she may just not get her present.
There you go.
Yesterday, I spent hours trying to find this present.
I really
And
want to know what it is.
will you have backmasking ability if I say it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got her...
Ah.
That's where you backmask.
Yes.
The
word.
like that... Yeah, there too.
Now I have to do it
The
twice.
sentence before I started telling you where to backmask, at the end of that's where you backmask.
Got it.
So she has, well, I can't go into details about why I'm replacing the thing we have,
Right.
because then she'll know what it is.
You're right.
Man, this is
is
really
hard.
difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's much easier to not have a present.
yeah, I really should just follow your lead here. So I found the perfect one at an antique store,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, I like this. Is it for sale? Because there was no price tag. And the woman said, I'll check with Lynn when she comes in. And I didn't know what that meant because I don't know who Lynn is. So I kind of just hung around for a while looking at all the random crap they had around. And went back up, and there were 3 people there, so I assumed one of them might be Lynn. Which I still don't know if that's the case, but she had not ever asked Lynn about it. I had to ask someone else to look at it. And they just walk over there and go, nah. And then walk off.
Really?
Yeah, it's just, nah.
Wow.
Nah. So I had to go find another one. It was hours.
Hours?
Hours.
Really?
Yeah, I got up, I left the house at 8:30, and I got home at 1:30.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I'm a good husband.
Clearly.
I get husband points for that.
Yeah, I think you do.
So
I wonder if they just, when they don't want to deal with someone,
they just go, nah.
well,
Not for sale.
That or That or they have this Lynn person who's not real.
Oh, well, we'll ask Lynn when Lynn comes in.
Lynn's over that department. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
she's over shoes and garden tools.
they had. This is completely off the subject of Christmas, but this antique store had just dozens of leather coats.
Really? Interesting.
Yes. Hanging on everything. Like, there was one corner where it was just, like, there was a bed frame, and there were 5 leather coats hanging on
On
it.
the bed frame.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
So, it may be the black market, actually.
The antique
Yeah.
leather coat black market. What something you just said about the headboard and the coats reminded me of a. This is also not Christmas related. Boy, we've gotten off topic fast. My great grandmother had a euphemism for sex, for her children.
Oh, my.
You know, and it was basically when asked, you know, where do babies come from, she would say, well, your granddad would just hang his overalls on the foot of the bed, and then I'd be pregnant. Isn't that strange? That's strange, right?
That's not how that works at all.
No. The biology of that doesn't add up.
Like, the overalls might have been on the end of the bed, but I think that's an unrelated fact.
Right.
It's just circumstantial. It had nothing to do with the actual...
It doesn't matter where the overalls are.
with the actual impregnation.
Right. Provided the overalls aren't on great-grandfather.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
It doesn't matter where else they might be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to bring it back to Christmas, ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, man. We have some special content for you guys today.
Yeah.
Should we do this?
Well, what are we going to do first?
What do you want to do first?
I'm asking you.
Let's do the song.
Okay.
You want to do the song
You want to talk
first?
about the song?
Let's talk about the song.
So, it's bizarre. This was actually another way I spent my time yesterday.
Okay.
It's kind of a fluke thing that we ran into this. So I was walking around outside my house, went into the crawl space like I do.
To think.
You know, one side of the crawl space is for me, the other side for the raccoon.
What's the raccoon doing in there?
Just hanging out.
Is he thinking too?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah?
I don't go on that side.
Okay.
He scares me.
You don't know what he does.
He always, like, hisses, and so I stay on the east side of my crawl space.
Okay.
I'm going to admit something here. I'm not sure which side of my house is the east side.
East side.
I'm going to say it's the east side.
Sure.
And we're going to stick with it.
That's great.
And while I was down there, I found a cassette tape.
You found a cassette tape in your crawl space?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're not going to ask what's on the cassette tape?
No, I'm going to ask, what's on the cassette tape? What's on the cassette tape?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm amazed by the fact that you found a cassette tape in the first place.
Have you ever found a cassette tape?
You know, come to think of it, I have.
There you go.
But
so this was like that, but in my crawl space.
Okay.
And probably better.
We'll see.
So, I don't know. I mean, you know country music fairly well, like history.
Yeah,
of
a little
country
bit.
music.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Longhorn Jenkins?
Of course I have.
Okay. So, for those who don't know, he's kind of like one of the forefathers of country music.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
not one of the biggest, but I mean, he influenced like Hank Williams a little bit, people
Totally.
like that. So it's a tape of him. It's and
What?
I don't know if it's like if it was for sale somewhere or if it's just a home recording or what.
Oh.
But it's clearly it was called the Basement Recordings.
Oh.
Which
interesting.
kind of makes me wonder if Bob Dylan swiped that title a little bit. He chose the Basement Tapes.
He might have got it from Jenkins.
But anyway,
yeah.
I mean, Jenkins was way earlier.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so I was listening to it to see what it was, and there's a Christmas song on there.
No way.
Yeah, called Ho Ho Home.
Ho ho home?
Ho Ho Home.
That's difficult to say.
Ho Ho Home.
Ho ho home.
3 times fast, go.
Ho home, ho home, ho. I can't do it.
Nope, you can't do it.
No.
That's why he was the king, Longhorn Jenkins.
He could do that.
He could do that.
Ah.
So it's from 1943, and it's a weird home recording of an original Christmas song that I'd never heard before. They don't play it on the radio.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought we could play it.
Well,
for the holiday spirit.
Let's go right into that now.
Okay.
Every Christmas Eve, Santa flies around the world, giving toys to patient boys, happy little girls. Fueled on milk and cookies, on his sleigh he rides all night, running and a-racing just to beat the morning light. And every Christmas day, Santa kicks off them old boots, leans back on his Santa couch for his post-Christmas Eve snooze. And Mrs. Claus walks in the room, pats Santa on the head, and says, since you're not busy, could you go to the store for bread? And Santa says, seriously? And Mrs. Claus says, why? And Santa says, oh, no reason. It's not like it's been a hectic night. And Mrs. Claus snorts and says, I guess you're the only one who works. I just sit at home all day. With that, Mrs. Claus smirks. And Santa says, all I want to do is sit back for a bit. I'm tired and I'm cranky, and I stepped in reindeer poop. Wait, did you track that in? I don't know, I might have. Well, there goes all my mopping. I'm really glad I spent time doing that. And Santa says, could you just lay off of me for a little bit? Every time I come home, I have to deal with this. You're acting just like your mother. And Mrs. Claus says, what'd you just say? Nothing. No, you definitely said something. Fine, I'll just leave you alone. I didn't feel like I was asking that much. The reindeer outside pod and elves exchange an awkward glance. Santa and Mrs. Claus's voices carry quite a distance. So when Santa said, fine, just get out of here and leave me alone. I don't have any time for this. They heard it all, even when Mrs. Claus said, you take me for granted. You're lucky you have me. If it wasn't for me, you'd never find someone else to put up with all this cold. And the elves, they're just stupid elves wandering around everywhere. They don't do anything, and they never pay their rent. Not one time. The inadvertent insult made a couple elves shed a couple tears. And Santa said, and Mrs. Claus got at the silent treatment. She just stood there staring, her eyes narrowed into a squint. They spent the day apart, except for passive-aggressive grunts. It seemed easier to ignore the problems than to have to confront. Well, Santa and Mrs. Claus made up just like they always do. No matter what the fight is, you can't break a love that true. Santa learned a lesson on that fateful Christmas morn. Before you head home, make sure you don't need to stop at the store.
We don't have to wait the whole time.
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't know how long it is.
It's roughly 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're done.
the silence continues. Yeah,
We're
we don't
done
have to
waiting
wait
for it?
Yeah, we don't have to wait for it.
So that's what I found in my crawl space.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was very intriguing.
I'm not sure.
The story there.
I don't know for a fact, but I think Longhorn Jenkins, like, I mean, as we all know, he eventually went crazy and killed himself.
Yeah. I was aware of that.
Yeah. Filled his pockets with lead, tied bricks to his feet, just jumped into the old lake.
It used to be a lot easier to get lead.
Yeah. It wasn't even difficult back then.
No. You just went down to your local leadery and you said, "Sir,
I'd like 2 leads."
Yeah, 2 stone of lead, please.
So, clearly he was projecting a few of his issues on the story of Santa Claus.
Yes. It sounds like the domestic situation was not so grand.
No.
To say the least.
Not at all. But, rest in peace, Horn Jenkins.
Yeah. This makes a good segue into talking a little bit about maybe some Christmas songs.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have a lot of opinions on Christmas songs. I hate Christmas music.
Well,
I really do.
You're a human being.
Yeah. Yesterday, my wife had a party, ugly sweater party. There was a lot of Christmas music, and it's a nightmare. It really is.
A veritable hell pit.
So I wanted to ask you, after listening to some of these songs,
yeah,
which holiday song do you think, if you were to experience the things happening in the song, would be the most scarring mentally?
Mentally?
Yeah.
It would stay with me for the rest of my life?
Mentally scarring, reoccurring nightmares. My thoughts are, you got Baby It's Cold Outside, which is, there is a very pushy guy in that song.
Absolutely.
The lady is just going, "No, I'm going to go home." And he's going, "Well, or you could have some more to drink. Drink up, baby." Not good.
So I would be...
You would be the lady
in this situation. Okay.
As the guy, it wouldn't be scarring. You're just a pervert creeper.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Okay.
Which is innocent when you think about it, and you're like, "Oh, that's kind of cute. Daddy was dressed up like Santa Claus." Or, to the kid, they saw their mother cheating on their father.
Yes.
That's what they think.
In the middle of their night, in the living room.
With Santa Claus.
Yeah, with Santa Claus. Who knows how many women Santa Claus is doing this with?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
could have families all over the world. Not just the country, the world.
What's the male equivalent of a floozy?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. That is correct.
That's right.
You're correct with that. And I'm sure there are more.
Yeah.
But
all I want for Christmas is you.
That is a stalker. That's a stalker in that song.
That's a song
That's
about...
no good.
Well, it's a stalker song, and it's also a song about wanting to consume someone's body. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All she doesn't want a lot, but she does want to eat your heart.
Probably,
literally.
Probably wear your skin as a suit.
Yeah, yeah.
All I want,
the implication is there.
All I want from Christmas is you. I'm still kind of voting on I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Just because it's a kid.
Yeah. There's another one, though.
Oh, I'm sure there are several.
At least another good one I can think of.
What you got?
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, of course. Yeah. Coming home
Death
from our
grandma.
house Christmas Eve.
Death of a grandma is traumatic.
Some folks say they don't believe in Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Do you actually know all the lyrics to that song?
I know the chorus, at least, I guess.
I just know Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah.
That is the only lyric to that song I know, and mostly because it's the title.
The interesting thing about that song is no one appears to be sad that Grandma's dead.
It's a pretty happy song.
Yeah, it's very upbeat, very major chordy, you know.
You would expect a few minor chords and maybe a slower tempo.
Definitely a bit sexist as well, because I feel like if Grandpa got run over, everyone would mourn, you know?
He was the patriarch.
Yeah, it'd be a dirge, this song, you know. Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
That actually sounds like a sad country song.
And now I want to cut my supple wrists. Yeah, something like that.
Now it's kind of a toss-up to me.
Okay.
Because a death of a grandparent is traumatic. And you got the thought that Santa may have killed your grandma.
Yes.
On purpose,
He
maybe.
could have, yes, on purpose.
You don't know.
No.
But then on the other side, as a child, you're seeing Santa try to tear your family apart.
Right.
So
From the inside out.
So there's the one isolated incident, and then there's the betrayal of your mother, along with Santa trying to tear your family apart.
Yes. And then there's the gradual, tearing down of a woman and her what would you call it? Endurance? No, that's not the right word. But basically,
her
pushing away. Yeah.
I mean, just destroying her esteem.
Yes, her agency.
Yeah, trying to, I mean, essentially, it starts getting a little Cosby-esque.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, he's really pushing that last drink pretty hard.
Yeah.
What's in that drink?
Even half a drink. Maybe just a half a drink more. Well,
you just got
Spanish fly.
just take a sip.
Yeah.
Just a little sip. It's fine.
It's not going to take much. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think at first I was going to say Grandma got run over, but now thinking of the fact that and I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, like you say, it's a repeated scenario.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's the one.
I think I'm going to have to go with you. See, I was all prepared for Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's traumatic. But it's not traumatic to a child. There's not going to be deep-seated visits with a psychologist trying to uncover this in the future, like 20 years from then.
Right. This child who has such a rage towards Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm going. I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus.
I think I'm with you on this one. Yeah.
It's disturbing.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I mean, then there's, like Frosty the Snowman, which is just clearly an insane child.
Oh, that song is actually about a kid who took acid.
Yeah.
And he wrote the song while he was yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he stole a hat for that snowman.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. There's a lot of magic in that song.
Yeah. There's a lot of witchcraft.
Yes.
Acid.
Yeah.
Hat stealing.
That's right.
Not traumatic.
Haberdashery.
It's all very bad.
No, it definitely crosses the line. Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is why I like Hanukkah songs. They're a lot more family friendly. It's just dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Made you out of clay.
Yeah.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. There's no plot in that song, really.
Like, it's very, very clean and family friendly because all the information is right there.
Well, with dreidel, I will play, and it's almost a story of poverty because dreidel is all you got, But that's not so bad.
Well, and they're celebrating what they have.
They are. Yeah. They are. They're owning it.
Yeah, and then of course Kwanzaa songs.
Yeah, I don't know any Kwanzaa songs.
Well, I mean, they're the same as the buffet songs. So,
so
the brunch buffet songs.
It's just music. Yeah. And the sound of people buttering rolls.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
One of my actually favorite Christmas songs, legitimately, is sounds like Santa's upstairs right now.
It's alarming.
Is the Tears for Fears one. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, the very next day you gave it away.
It's a little bit weird to me that that's always played on Christmas stations next to like Santa Claus is Coming to Town and things like that.
Sure.
It's a little bit of a different dynamic.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Like you get like celebratory Dean Martin.
Yeah.
And then it's a breakup song.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good breakup song too. It's a good one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But it's definitely not a Christmas carol. You wouldn't carol with that song.
No, you wouldn't carol.
Imagine having a group of people standing outside of your house singing that song together in unison.
Yeah. The only thing I like better than that is a group of people standing outside singing a Cure song, you know? Just in mass,
Yeah.
you know? I've been looking so long, you know?
That's disturbing.
You could make that a Christmas song really quick.
I mean, you could make a lot of Christmas songs
Just
real quick.
Throw in some boughs of holly. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like rocking around the Christmas tree, but I'm done. I'm done with it.
I was done with that the first time I heard it.
I like it, but I'm done with it now. Now I'm done.
I remember it's on Home Alone 2, Lost in New
Yes. Oh, I love that movie.
York. Well, I mean, it's the second best Home Alone
Yeah.
after Home Alone 3.
Clearly.
Right.
Yeah. No one remembers Home Alone 6, The Revenge. Right. Yeah.
I remember it on there. That's the first conscious memory I have of that song. And I remember thinking, I don't really
Care about the
want to
song.
hear this ever again.
That's how I feel about the Mariah Carey song. I can't stand that song.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Huh?
Nah. We're just making noises.
This is elf language. Elven language.
That's not true. That's not correct.
The North Pole is a horrible place to be, noise pollution wise.
Right. So, I know we spoke about this a little bit,
Yeah.
but I was gonna talk to you a little bit more about it.
Okay.
So you have a child,
Yes.
and I am going to have a child.
Yes.
So I've been thinking about this
Yes.
topic, particularly around this time of season.
Yes.
Santa.
Yes. Do we tell the child?
There is a lot of people I know
Yes.
who are shirking good old Saint Nick.
Yes.
Kris Kringle.
I forgot that was one of his names. Yeah.
Papa Noel.
Papa Noel.
Hey, Papa Noel. Pretending that he never existed.
Yeah.
And, well, that he does not come every Christmas
Which is,
to their house, which is ludicrous.
well, it's blasphemous.
No.
Yeah.
So, your child,
Yes.
is he going to know about Santa?
It's still up for debate. Mm-hmm. It's, I err on the side of, not getting on the bad side of a pretty powerful deity, you know? But not everyone shares my opinion.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would it throw a wrench into anyone's plans if magical gifts showed up at your house this Christmas out of nowhere? Okay. As if they were from Santa.
Are you offering to make that happen?
Oh, no, I'm not bringing you anything.
Because yes.
No, I'm not going to bring you crap.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought I might get a present there for a minute.
Well, I mean, you might get a present.
From someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe my mailman will.
If you're good the rest of the podcast, you might get a present.
Aww.
I'm not going to make any guarantees, though.
Last year, my garbage guy left me a Christmas card. It was nice.
Isn't that the other way? Like, aren't you supposed to leave a card for the garbage man? That's what I thought you were supposed to do.
Oh, I feel very rude now.
I mean, I've never done it.
Oh, okay. All right. He left a card for me.
Like, there are people who leave things for the post office delivery individual and the garbage man and things like that.
He left a little note at the bottom that he said that of all the trash on the street, mine usually smells the most like pineapple.
That's nice.
It was. I'm glad that he noticed.
How much pineapple were you eating, or was it?
Well, see, I don't eat pineapple. I throw pineapple in the trash so that the trash smells fresh.
That's smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Just saying.
That's good advice for everyone.
Yeah. My neighbor legitimately leaves Coca-Colas for the trash guys on top of her cans.
So
every
week,
she
probably gets a gift.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Like 20 ounce or a can?
No, like a can of soda. Yeah.
It would be better if it was a 20 ounce.
I agree.
A little bit more.
Up the ante.
You can close it back up.
Yeah. I wish we could get a neighborhood war going on. Like who's giving the most elaborate gift to the trash guy,
Just start making sure she sees that you set out a 6-pack
That's right.
of Coke. and see what happens.
Right.
She'll counter with a 2-liter bottle.
Yes.
It'll be great.
I'll get a case of Mexican Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that wins.
Yeah.
That wins easily.
I know. Then she starts just leaving actual cocaine on the trash cans.
And well, depending on the garbage man, that might win.
No, it'll definitely win.
Well, I mean, depending on the garbage man.
Well,
they might not want Coke.
They might not, but they probably do.
What if the garbage man turned out to be like a real health nut?
Yeah.
So he's just furious every time he sees that Coke. Like, can I get a vitamin water?
I'd start putting out naked juice for him then, if that's the case.
Fresh squeeze.
That's right.
Yeah.
I win again.
Get pressed cold juice. That's what he wants.
Cold pressed?
Yeah.
First cold pressed?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't buy that stuff.
At what point should we debut?
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So our other feature, this very special episode, special Spooktacular, is a little radio play we have for you guys.
Very little.
Yeah, it's very little.
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay, can we quell any expectations people might
Let's
have?
quell.
Right?
Let's quell hard.
Bring it down.
Yeah. It's a very short radio play and potentially very bizarre.
I would say it's probably the finest thing that's ever been written specifically for this show that was a radio play.
Yes.
I think that is undoubtedly true.
I concur. Very good. We bring you now Tuba Man Saves Christmas.
Picture a quiet town, a town like any other. There's a street in this town where a kind soul earns his daily bread playing Christmas songs in traffic. Does he play a guitar? No, his mother thought guitars were of the devil. Does he play an accordion? Of course not, he's not from France. He plays the only instrument he has, the only lover he's ever understood, the majestic tuba. He is known as the Tuba Man to commuters crammed into their prii. This is his story.
Ah, yeah. Another day, my tuba is singing so sweet. Honk again, sweet brass lady. Educate these hippie fools about Christmas and the gospel of the God Claus.
This day was not dissimilar from any other in the life of Tuba Man. After all, to him, Christmas was to be celebrated all year long. This was mid-July, and it was 95 degrees with bludgeoning humidity didn't matter much to Tuba Man. It might as well have been Christmas Eve, but as these things go, the dissimilarity would not last long.
Hey there, hey, Tuba Man.
Who could that lady face be? I hear you, but I can't see you over the tuba.
Here, Tuba Man. It is I, Annie.
Oh, hi-ho there, Annie. How are you this joyous Christmas Day season day?
Things are not so good here, Tuba Man. I seem to have lost my joy.
Well, Annie, I guess that's where I come in. Let's see if my tuba can make your joy return. Where in Jiminy Christmas did you come from, little children person?
Tuba Man, I am an emissary of one of the true spirit of Christmas here to implore you on a mission of most high import.
You're gonna have to break that down a little bit. Tuba Man always speaks the language of music.
You must come with me, Tuba Man. All will be revealed.
Well, all right then. Annie, you come along. Maybe we'll find your joy along the way.
Welcome to the innermost sanctum of the seasonally mighty God Claus. He will see you shortly.
You look like holy hell, Mr. God.
You mean holly jolly hell, son.
I think Santa's been hitting their bottle.
While what Annie said may have been true, God Claus did not want to hear it.
Silence! I don't want to hear it. You've been brought here on a mission of the most high import, Tuba Man. Out of all my followers across the earth and into the icy depths of Mars, you are most faithful. You're my Peter, my Paul, and my, what's her name?
Hearing this, a nearby elf quietly sank into a deep, dark depression, realizing his years of service had all been for naught.
Tuba Man, The people of this world have become too distracted, living their lives through earbuds, listening to countless hours of rambling when they aren't even worshiping that damnable idol, the tweeter bird. No one has time for the Christmas spirit anymore. We've tried everything. We've brought in consultants, witch doctors, a social media marketing firm. We've even tried to get a Super Bowl ad, but the budget wouldn't allow for it. Damn it, Tuba Man, we've done it all. You're our last hope. Without Christmas spirit, we shall all perish. Much as the dreams of children are mutilated and left for dead by their parents.
And sulking in the corner, the depressed elf suddenly began to panic as he learned that he and all the elves he had ever known would surely come to a violent end.
Oh, great and mighty and velvety Godclaws, I boweth before ye. What must I do?
You must spread your music to the world. Perhaps if people can hear your transcendent tuba tones, they'll believe again. Go now. Return to your world.
With the gentle violence of gale force winds, Tuba Man and company are transported back to his familiar surroundings.
Oh there, Tuba Man. How will we ever get your music to the world? All we have is this street corner. Ourselves and each other. But alas, no one really ever has anything, do they? Life is but a temporary and ultimately embarrassing shame.
Don't despair, my German princess. I'll just blow real hard. The hardest any man has ever blown.
Cool your jets, everybody. We're gonna Spotify this shit.
And with that, the ragtag gang of misfits made their magical way to Spotify Tower in sunny Stockholm, Sweden.
Well, this place is as lovely as a stocking stuffer.
I've never seen a place so without joy. I love it.
Let's get inside.
Inside the tower, the gang races to the elevator, careful not to slip on the freshly polished floor, and to the top floor where the great internet antenna is housed.
Quick, Tuba Man, knock out the security guards.
They got laser doinses.
Block them with your tuba.
Tuba Man successfully blocks all the laser blasts, -1, which hits Annie dead in the chest.
Ow!
Tuba Man cradles Annie as her body turns cold. Annie manages one last statement before she passes on.
Finally, there will be joy in the world.
At the sight of the lifeless body, Tuba Man becomes very upset.
I am very upset in this particular Christmas moment.
Play, Tuba Man, play.
As the sound of Tuba Man's music makes its way through the waves of the internet, people everywhere begin to feel a strange sensation. No longer do they care what photo Taylor Swift has just Instagrammed. Their eyes slowly turn to their spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, parents, and children, and cascades of smartphones fly from the windows of apartment buildings everywhere, replaced forever with Christmas joy. And for one particular woman, a spark of joy, long gone, begins to return.
Tuba Man, what happened?
We saved Christmas, Annie. We saved it good.
The end.
Should we reread through that, people?
Nah.
How did I all of a sudden come back to life?
I don't know.
The joy of Christmas.
The joy of
It's
Christmas.
like
Christmas.
when every time you clap, it, like a fairy
Gets its wings.
Sure.
So, I have a few notes for everybody.
That's not right.
Number one,
My German got better as I went.
your German was awful. It was the worst
better.
ever.
I can't get a black man out of my head.
Redneck to more German. So I'll take that.
I was going to read it.
Also, Joyless
yeah.
Annie chuckled a lot. Just an
She seemed
unbelievable
very
amount.
joyful.
That's
I will
as
say.
joyless
The
as I got.
happiest Joyless Annie we could have.
That's the
And I'm pretty sure
joyless I
Tuba
got.
Man's voice changed like 30 times.
135
I think
times.
even nondescript child's voice changed once
Changed
or
a
twice.
bit.
It's tough.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is
I
our
know.
first
I
one.
was trying to remember what did my nondescript child sound like. The last page.
We're gonna
Good.
Spotify this shit.
That's a good line. That's a good line, right?
I'm pretty sure that if this ever was turned into a movie, that would be the tagline.
We're going to
On the
Spotify
poster.
this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tuba Man Saves Christmas.
That's right.
Out December.
That was pretty funny.
That was good.
Thanks.
I kind of like it.
Thanks.
You sound surprised.
Yeah. I mean, we're a little surprised that you like it too.
What do you guys have to do next?
Well, I mean, we're finishing up recording right now.
Oh.
Just more random chatter stuff.
Oh, this isn't getting cut?
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
I think some of it's gold. So,
Gold.
At least bronze.
Do either of you have a favorite Christmas memory?
Yeah.
Shaking the head does not appear on microphones. I'm sorry.
You're putting me on the spot.
And also say it into a microphone. There we go.
Perfect. That's great, actually. Wow.
Golden.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, folks.
Hands on faders, lips on capsules. Okay, we got it.
I have to think through all my Christmases.
Okay, get out of here.
You're asking for 30 Christmases for me to think through. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas memory?
We already talked about it, so
Yeah.
it's your turn now. You weren't privy to our earlier conversations.
You know what? I got a Barbie dream house once,
Okay.
and that was a pretty good morning.
When was this?
It was one of my first Christmas memories, so it's probably like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you say that it was a pretty good morning. Like the rest
a
of the
good
day was
morning.
not great.
Right.
I don't remember the rest of the day. I just remember walking out, and there was this huge Barbie dream house that they had all set up in front of the tree.
Where's that Barbie dream house now?
In my mom's playroom.
Oh, okay. So it still exists.
Yeah. My
And is it
nieces
still
play
played
with it. My nieces play with it all the time.
That's awesome. That was a good investment.
It was.
25 years.
Yeah.
Jen?
I have a lot of funny Christmas moments that are like funny, sad kind of. Let's see. I guess it was last Christmas. Honest to God.
Aww.
Because I had a
Yeah.
kid that got excited about shit. And
I hear
It
watching
was-
your kid enjoy Christmas is
Yeah.
even more fun than you as a kid enjoying Christmas.
yeah, because I hate Christmas, or did.
Right.
Before Holden was born. And then last
Pretty
year,
Grinch, yeah.
I moved from being a Grinch. My heart grew 3 sizes that day. And this year, I continue to. This year, we even put lights on the outside of the house.
Oh, yeah, we noticed that coming up.
We put
They're
lights up
solar,
outside, yeah.
people.
Oh.
They're a little dim, but I
Yeah.
think it's because they haven't been out in the sun that
That's
long.
cool.
By the way, when did you put those up?
Today.
Today.
And then you're going out of town?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, that's this guy. That's this guy. I have already had this
And then
discussion.
by the time you come back, it'll be time to take them down.
That's why I insisted upon solar. I was like, there's no way. So last weekend we were having this discussion where he's like, I really wanted to hang up Christmas lights and we keep not doing it. We keep having excuses. And so we had like a moment in Home Depot, which is why we got the ladder. P.S. We needed it, but that's what sealed
You
the
need
deal.
a good ladder
We
anyway.
did. So, long story short, like I suspected, we didn't get the Christmas lights up, even though I was like, we only have 2 weeks left. And we're going to be gone one of those weeks, right? So we ordered off of Amazon solar lights, so at least they would turn on while we're
They
gone.
turn on automatically
Yes.
when it goes dark.
There you go.
Yes.
Now, that's
awesome.
That makes it more worth it. And they were
Yeah.
only $22. It was a very
Don't look at
affordable
me.
purchase.
I love that.
Yeah. So I was like, there's literally no point in us buying something at Home Depot today, rushing home when it's dark, and trying to hang them up for them only to be on for 1 week.
Right.
And not to be on the week of Christmas.
Right.
So I'm feeling good about our solar panel lights.
I'm digging it. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we bonded over that today. a
We
little.
really did. And it was the perfect length of the house, which is like,
Yes.
it was meant to be.
Yes.
Cheap, solar, makes us look like we're home.
It's as if Santa himself was
That's
like,
true.
these lights.
You don't have a Home
are for
Alone
them.
situation.
It was, what was this guy's name? God Claus?
God Claus.
Yeah.
The God
His
Claus.
gift, it was his gift to us.
The God Claus is pretty powerful
Yeah.
around a certain time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
rest
it.
of the year, completely worthless.
So I have like a lot of like first world problems, sad Christmas days to share. But
You
I'm
can
not
you
going
can
to.
share them if you want to.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I could be Joyless Annie. So when I was 10,
Yours is way better than mine.
She would be a better Joyless
She would have
Annie.
been a
We need to
better
redo
Joyless
it.
Redo it. We're redoing it.
I got a lot of presents. Oh, now I'm turning.
Yeah,
That's
she went Schwarzenegger.
It's really
on us.
hard. This
Yeah.
acting
That's
is hard.
Yeah, close
Yeah.
enough, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I see. That's
Got
why
a
I.
lot of presents.
That's why I chose narrator.
You didn't have to act.
I
But
didn't
you have
act
a
at
narrator
all.
voice. In
Well,
You
life.
have a good narrator.
I
It
narrate
would have
everything all the
been
time.
a travesty for you not to be the narrator.
I agree. I agree.
All right, you fellas wrap this up.
I think this is it.
That's not it.
Oh,
That's not even close to it. What is wrong with you?
See you later.
goodbye.
I mean,
Goodbye, wife people.
I
Yeah, they've got dog shit on. Don't touch them too much. Yeah, look, did you see the
I'm turning off their microphones now.
they're still.
I know.
They're still
in
here.
the room. I know. They're slowly making their way.
Are they? Are they making their way?
No, the dryer just opened.
Not even close. Not even close. to going
No,
up
no,
the stairs.
they're in here.
Travel blanket.
Couldn't
They're just gonna talk in the back of the room.
couldn't be further away.
Yep.
I like that we were told to finish up, and then they won't leave the room so we can actually finish
up.
I got laundry to do, bitches.
Just making noises,
For no
Laundry.
making
to-
so many noises.
Wow. That was pretty doomish.
Oh, I guess I can't turn it on though.
No. I'll turn it on.
Rip.
Yeah,
We filled in another load.
potentially.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome back. We're not sure how much of that we cut.
Yeah.
So we're not sure where we are right now.
I mean, it. Either you heard a lot or none,
Yes.
maybe a little,
Yes.
somewhere in there.
Some is an
Yeah.
option.
So, how do you feel about the Christmas Spooktacular?
I feel good
Thus
about
far.
it. I feel like I want to do it again next year.
Well, I mean, this was the first annual Christmas
Yes.
Spooktacular.
So next year will be the second annual.
Well, I mean, it
if
might
we
be
make
the
it that far.
It might be the first second annual.
Oh, that's a good point. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. 1.2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the third one would be the second annual.
Oh.
I mean, I might. Who
Is this
knows?
like when you take your like in Hispanic country you take your mom's name and your dad's name? Is it
It's-
like that?
It's almost exactly like that,
Okay.
but the podcast holiday version, and also nothing like it.
Okay.
So,
I'm with you now.
so do you feel like you were a good boy during the podcast?
I think so.
So you think you get a gift?
Sure. Is there a gift? Are you alluding to something real?
Yeah.
No. Guys, he's reaching down and pulling something out of his jacket. Is that coming out of your jacket?
Yes.
What?
Okay. You have a gift.
I see a gift in front of me.
Now,
it's wrapped.
knowing that you're a green person,
Okay.
you like the environment,
Yes.
I want you to make sure you're extra careful,
Okay.
save the wrapping paper,
I will.
and you may now open your gift.
Oh, thank you. I didn't get you anything. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks a
well,
lot.
It's just the case. It's just the case. This is in a bag that looks like you'd put a bottle of wine in it.
Yeah,
maybe?
there's not a bottle of wine in
No,
there.
there's
though.
not. No, there's. But that's what it looks like.
Yeah, but that's not what it is.
Okay, I've got
Now,
it.
make sure you save the paper, though.
I will. I'll save all the paper. There's ribbons involved here. There's a wrapped gift inside there. It does say to Justin from question mark.
Yeah, I'm not going to say who it's from.
It says please don't open until now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm opening.
It used to say don't open until Christmas, but we won't be recording the podcast on Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah. No.
So make sure be careful with the paper.
I know. I'm trying. That's where
Be
the
careful.
bag ended up there. It's falling.
Take your time.
I'm trying, but
Okay, so you got the ribbon off.
got the ribbon off.
You're going to very slowly and carefully peel off the paper.
Okay. I'm a little. This is making me paranoid. You're aware of that.
Yeah.
It's wrapped
All right.
again.
All right.
It's wrapped again.
All right, so we
inside.
got one layer of paper off.
First layer was like Santa Claus and owls. It's very Portlandia. And then the second layer is
Yeah, careful.
Kinda,
be careful with it.
I'm trying. Kind of looks like Venetian carpets or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that.
It's
I don't pick out the
it's not
wrapping
terribly
paper.
Christmassy.
I don't pick out the wrapping paper in
Okay,
my house.
fine.
I just go with what I'm given.
I'm continuing to peel. Now
You are not ripping very carefully at all
Well,
anymore.
no, this is a gift. I want to get.
We're now to
I
the
wanna get
plain
to it.
brown.
This is plain brown, yeah. Plain brown. I'm going further. I'm waiting for something to bite me inside here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, now we're to
Happy. It says happy birthday.
No, it used to say happy birthday. I crossed out birthday, so now it just says happy.
Yeah. Which is not how I feel right now.
Happy.
This paper is mocking me. Now I'm to some green and white.
Now we got
leafy.
green and white paper here.
Okay. Peeling. feeling less and less like I want to be careful as I go here. 'cause this
I
is taking
don't
a while.
understand why.
Oh,
And we're
inside,
there.
oh, I got a SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
It was 50 cents.
Yeah, it's exactly what you wanted.
I got a SpongeBob adventure wand.
Glowing adventure wand. Don't forget one word there.
It looks like a. The instructions are to fold it and shake.
Yeah.
And it looks like a. To be honest, guys, it looks like a glowy SpongeBob cock.
I'm sure
Is that
that's
what you were
they
going for?
I'm sure that was the intention. Yeah.
Oh, look! I've got a little holder with SpongeBob on
Yeah,
it. I'm going to crack this.
You have to break it.
You guys hear that?
Don't be gentle. Don't break it too much.
Oh, I'm breaking it as much as I can.
Well, no, but like if the glow stick, magic juice, flies out, it's going to be bad.
And now I got a little topper with SpongeBob on it.
There you go.
I got a SpongeBob glow stick.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan.
There you go.
Merry Christmas.
I got you a 50-cent gift.
You did.
You got me nothing. So
we're even Steven.
I guess we know who the better podcast partner is.
Oh. Guys, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I suppose we'll see you sometime.
Yes.
Within the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy Kwanzaa, a happy Chanukah, or Hanukkah, whichever you prefer.
I like Chanukah.
Chanukah better?
I've changed my mind.
Okay, great. You came around.
It didn't make sense at the beginning, but the more I learn about Jewish tradition, the more I like the unnecessary consonant.
You mean what we've learned in the last hour of Jewish traditions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you missed that part, rewind.
Yeah, it's in there.
It was my favorite.
It could be very low in the mix and backmasked.
I didn't know that that we even knew rabbis to come speak on.
Yeah. Oh, they were great. They were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the song they sang?
So willing to come down here. The song was incredible.
Oh, man. And then they brought that soup?
Yeah.
It was the best soup.
I was really surprised that a couple 80-year-old rabbis were doing dubstep down here.
I know.
You know?
Craziest thing I have ever seen.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And Sushi Jackknife.
Sushi Jackknife.